Greetings YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is the second video for Fredography Studios and I'm your host Fred. Lighting is hard. I don't know if you noticed this, but that last video that I uploaded looked atrocious. It was dark, it was oversaturated, it was garbage. I originally decided to do my setup in my bedroom here, but for some reason, this little imp inside my brain said, do it at your computer, do it at your computer. You'll have that awesome computer light to light your face up. And I said, okay, I'll try it at the computer because I got this awesome tripod now and it shrinks down to computer desk size, so I'll give that a shot. Well, mistake. Big mistake. And again, like I said in that first video, I want you guys to follow along with my mistakes because I am going to make plenty of them. The interesting thing about that video, though, I tried color grading in that video, which, if you don't know what color grading is, do a YouTube search. That's how hopefully I fixed my lighting situation, because I brought it into the bedroom and hopefully I fixed the lighting situation. The way I fixed it was finding YouTube videos that explain exactly what the hell I did wrong. I almost had it. I had this. I bought this ring light, right? This, like, what is it, a 12-inch ring light from Walmart, which admittedly is kind of shitty. I need to get some more professional lights, but again, shoestring budget here, so best I can do. So I got this ring light and I've got it set on this. Now there are 3 different settings on this light. There's this, there's that, which, yeah, this light I think makes me look dead. So I'm not using this light. Then there's this one. This light is way too warm. I feel like I'm on fire when I look at myself being lit by this one. So I figured this one was the good in between. So the key light's taken care of. The key light is right there. It's right directly above my face, and it's pointing right down at me. Let me just adjust it a little bit. Yeah, you can't really. That's the perfect key light right there. The key light is the main light in the video. It lights the face. But the problem with the key light is, it causes a shadow on this side of the face, a deep shadow on this side of the face. So, to eliminate that deep shadow on this side of the face, you need what is called a fill light. I have a lamp, a standing lamp actually, way off to the side over here, like way over there, on the other side of the room. It's kind of bright, but given its distance from me, the light that's actually hitting my face is soft enough, I think. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Please let me know in the comments below if I am wrong. That this light over here on the other side of the room is actually softening those shadows on this side of my face. The other problem I had in that original video with lighting was the background, because there was so much space behind me in the background. You could see the stupid cat tree, the condo thing that my cats love to play on. You could see the hallway in the background, and none of it was lit. It was all completely dark, and again, with the color grading that I tried to do, I tried to go for a more cinematic look, whatever the hell that means. In trying to do so, it just wound up an oversaturated, shaded, darkened mess. And nothing interesting happening in the background. Right now, I think this is a good background to start with. This is going to change. This background is going to change a little bit, but I think this is a good one to start with. And the third element in the lighting situation is the backlight. And for this, all I used was a household lamp that I picked up from Meijer. And because it's directly behind me and right against the wall, it causes that halo effect around my head, which makes it kind of interesting. Now there's one element of this setup that I need to fix, and that's right over here. I think there needs to be something back there. I'm not sure what I can do. Maybe a shelf with some action figures or something. Maybe a couple of shelves, actually, with some action figures, and maybe a little bit of just something interesting right back there. Now, granted, whenever I show images as I'm doing my videos, whenever I show images, the images in the video themselves are going to be superimposed over top of this part of the bedroom in the frame. So what goes over here isn't that important, but I need something else, something interesting for you guys to be seeing in the background. That's the key to doing these videos. And I actually have something that I had in the video at one point, but I had to remove it. I had this crystal ball And I had it sitting right there in front of the Doctor Strange poster. And what's cool about it is it's got this like hole in the bottom that, in fact, you know what? Hang on. This right here. This is the crystal ball, and it's got this cool little hole in the bottom right here. There's like a light fixture that goes inside there, and it illuminates the crystal ball. And I had this sitting right here, right in front of the Doctor Strange poster. But as soon as I hit record on the video, the lighting fixture that fits inside shorted out. So I got to get a new one of those. Otherwise, that's just an example of the cool little interesting things you can do in the background of your videos. And once again, hopefully this works. Hopefully this setup works. Hopefully the key light, the fill light, and the backlight are working, because I think this looks like basically all the YouTube videos I see. And it's YouTube I'm using for a basis. I want to look good. In order to get viewers, your YouTube video has to look like what viewers are used to seeing. So this is the setup to use. Once again, a recap: key light, fill light, backlight. Make sense? I mean, it kind of does to me. And again, if this looks better than my first video, please let me know. If there are other suggestions you could make to improve what I've started here, please let me know. Once again, the comments below. But you know what? The thumbnail was kind of easy. I was nervous about that originally, because the one thing, it doesn't really matter if you have an interesting video, and I know this is the most interesting video ever, right? This is just completely fast. If you've made it this far without falling asleep, Ambien will have no effect on you. All that matters is that people click your video. I mean, I guess if you want to get monetized, having somebody watch all the way through is important, but initially you just want that video click, that person who says, oh, that looks like an interesting video, click. And in order to get that, you need something that grabs the eye and pulls the viewer in. And honestly, I have a history of making images that catch the eye. I have experience in that, and that's actually why I took up photography in the first place, because I know what I'm doing as far as making visually pleasing images. So the thumbnails for this YouTube channel are going to be the easy part. It's amazing to me that lighting wasn't. As far as what makes an eye-catching thumbnail, you want really saturated colors. Like this shirt's kind of dull. You'll notice in the thumbnail that it's really vibrant. I wore the same shirt on purpose just to illustrate this point. In the thumbnail, this shirt is going to appear really vibrantly blue. Like the blue is going to pop. And so is Mr. Soups here, Mr. Clark Kent himself. He's going to pop right off this shirt too in the thumbnail that I used. The background, it's a bit of a gray, but in the thumbnail it's going to appear more blue, and the lighting is going to be more, the brightness to contrast ratio is going to be a little bit more pronounced. And the reason you want to do this, the thumbnail's only just a tiny little thing. It's not an overblown picture. Now with normal photography, you want your color balance to be right. You want your contrast to be right. You don't want your saturation to be too heavy, because it's going to be nauseating to look at. With a thumbnail, it's small enough that you want those elements that you wouldn't normally put in a full photo. You want those elements to pop. You want those elements to be exaggerated, essentially. You want your saturation to be heavy. You want your contrast to be heavy. You want the brights to be bright and the darks to be dark, because that catches the eye. Another element of the thumbnail that you need to pay attention to is the text. Now, a lot of thumbnails don't actually have text, but I think it's actually vitally important to have text in that thumbnail. And I think it needs to be very close to whatever the video title is. I watched a video. It said that there are 3 elements that you need to consider before making a YouTube video, and you need to consider them in this order. The first thing that you need to consider is the subject matter for the video. You need an idea for the video. That's the very first thing you need to come up with, an idea for the video. The second thing, number 2, that you need to think of when you're creating a YouTube video is the title for the video. So first you need an idea, then you need to title that idea. The third, and arguably one of the most important, but the third thing you need to consider in order is the thumbnail for the video, because that's what's going to get people to click. And that's what this last part is about. It's about getting people to actually click your videos. I want to see if this affects things. I want to see if the title of the video, I want to see if the thumbnail actually affects how many people actually click my video. I'm going to end it here. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for checking out my video. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up because that'll tell me that you liked the video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you're interested in seeing what I've got coming up in the future, then click that little bell icon. Just like smack that little bell icon, and that'll let you know whenever I've uploaded anything. So, have fun, YouTube. And as promised, some samples of my photography.